Hello and welcome to this 20-minute cardio yoga class. When we practice yoga, it's not really an intention to run out of breath while we're practicing, but for today's practice, we want to show you what can you do in yoga to work on your cardiovascular system. So we will build a little bit of heat and your breath will be a little quicker, but we don't want you to run out of breath. So if you get to that point, just take a step back and then jump right back into the practice. Let's begin at the front of the mat. Your feet are together and right below the hips. You want to have a slight bend on the knees. Lift the chest, relax the shoulders. Bring the hands towards the center of the chest, pushing the left hand into the right into the left. And we take the first minute of class to tune in. Breathe in through your nose, feel your lungs all the way. Exhale and let the air completely out of the body. Keep connecting to your breath. As you stay connected to your breath, begin to connect to the weight of your body on your feet, the left and the right side. Notice how tall are you standing at this moment. Let the crown of your head grow taller on the next inhale. And on the exhale, feel your feet rooting down into the floor. We'll take this time to set an intention for practice. Have a clear idea on your mind. Take a deep, slow inhale through your nose. And then a little bit more air. Hold your breath. Relax your face. Exhale out through your mouth. And softly open your eyes. We'll begin to move. Inhale and raise both arms up. Exhale, open your arms and fall forward onto the legs, releasing your head. Look down to your knees. Inhale into a flat back. Your hands are on your shins or your thighs. Lift your chest enough that you can keep that back straight. Slight bend on the knees. One full inhale. Exhale, fold completely. Bend the knees and take your left leg back. The left leg is extended, or you can always bend the knee down. This is up to you. Chest is lifted, look forward. Inhale, deep and slow. On the exhale, push the floor away, feet together, forward fold. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, take the right leg back. The right knee can go down or the leg extended. Take a full inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take the front foot back for a full plank pose. Straight line from the shoulders to the hips, from the hips to the ankles. So here the hips are not sinking down, neither are they lifted. There's a straight line on the body. If you're shaking too much and you can't hold this pose, you can modify with one or both knees down on the floor. Take one more inhale here and modify a plank or full plank. On the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows towards the hips. As the chest goes forward, on a slow tricep push-up, and then release your body down on the mat. Taps of the feet against the floor, shoulders away from your ears, elbows by the ribs. Inhale into cobra pose, chin and chest lift. Exhale, lower down, push the floor away, tuck your toes, and transition into downward facing dog. Then your arms so your biceps frame your ears. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Feel a strong line from the wrist to the shoulder, shoulder to hips, and slowly over time you begin to straighten your legs, bringing your heels closer to the floor. Bend one knee and then the other. One more breath. Exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze up towards your hands and walk your feet towards your hands. Once your hand and your feet meet, we're going to hold this forward fold, releasing the weight of the body a little more towards the mat. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, bend the knees, push energy onto your heels and fan the arms up. Hands above the head, hands towards the center of the chest. Very good. We're going to do the same thing 3 times through, following the length of the breath. So one breath per move. As I cue the poses, follow your own body, your own breath. Let's do this together. Let's start moving up. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold completely, release the head. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full left leg goes back. Inhale. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Finish the exhale. Inhale into a flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, right leg goes back. Inhale. Exhale, front foot back, plank pose or modified plank pose. On the exhale, tricep push-up, chaturanga. Body down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We always say 3 full breaths in down dog. It may become your resting pose throughout the practice. Palms flat, arms extended. Next exhale, we bend the knees, we shift the gaze towards the hands, and we can walk or hop your feet towards the hands, forward fold. Bend the knees, push onto the heels. Inhale, fan the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, shoulders away from your ears, lift your tailbone. Exhale, left leg back. Feet together, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, as you fold, you take your right leg back. If I forget to say inhale, don't you forget to inhale. Take one more breath. Exhale, take the front foot back, plank pose. Inhale, exhale, tricep push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here, 3 full breaths. Stay here, strong, lengthening through the arms, through the spine, through the legs. Next, exhale, we bend the knees, shift the gaze to the hands, walk or hop your feet towards them. Forward fold as you finish the exhale. Inhale as you lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, our 3rd time through. Inhale, flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, left leg goes back. Inhale, on the exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, right leg goes back. Inhale, deep and slow. Exhale, front foot goes back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, tricep push-up, chaturanga. Slow and with control, release your body down. Top of the hip against the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 full breaths. How are you feeling at this moment? What part of your body are you feeling? Take one more breath. Exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze to the hands and walk your feet towards them. Hold this forward fold. This time grab onto your elbows and gently rock your body side to side. Back to center, release the arm and slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Last thing to come up in alignment with your body is your head. Take a moment to notice your feet. If you tend to shift the weight to the outer feet or the inner feet, try and keep your feet neutral on the floor. From here, we're gonna take a step back with the left leg and imagine your feet are standing in 2 railroad tracks. The closer your feet are together to the middle line of the body, the harder it will be to keep or work on that balance, to stay in that balance. Front knee is pointing towards the middle toes. Be very careful that it doesn't fall into the middle line of the body. Back heel is lifted, both arms up into a high lunge. Adjust the stance so it works for you. You may heel toe the front foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Arms are extended, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe here. Soften the toes of your front foot. Inhale. Exhale, lower the arms out to the sides, and we're going to lean forward on a 45-degree angle. By now, you might have to adjust your stand. Do so if you need to. Your shoulders are down and away from your ears, and your abdomen is engaged. We're going to cross the wrists in front of us, and then reach all the way up. And extend the arms. Go back into a 45-degree angle. Now we're going to link that with breath. Inhale as you cross the wrists in front of you and all the way up. Exhale, back into what we call flight pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, flight. 3 more times. Lift the toes of your front foot. You got this. Keep moving. Last time through. Exhale, lower both hands down inside the right foot and take a step back with that left leg. Into a stretch for the right leg as we relax the hips down. You can lower the back knee if you want to. This is called lizard. Your arms can be up here. If you have the flexibility, you can lower down into one forearms or maybe both. And if you have a block, this is a pose where you can use it. Stay here, one more breath. Next time we exhale, if your knee is down, we're gonna lift it. On the exhale, we're gonna take the back foot in outside the left leg. So both of your hands are inside of the feet. We're gonna lower the hips and lift the chest. Your elbows are inside of your knees. I'm just gonna move to the side. Into a high squat. Knees and toes are pointing out, chest is lifted. Breathe here. Abdomen is engaged. Don't let your chest go towards the floor. Your chest is pointing towards the ceiling. Last full inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down and take your right leg back this time. Good. Now, from here, we're going to do lizard on the other side. So make sure that front knee is behind the toes, knee onto the shoulder, shoulder onto the knee, back leg extended or down, and breathe. You can go as low or stay as high as it is comfortable for you. Last breath in. If your knee is down, we're gonna lift it and take a step in slightly and slowly come back up into a high lunge. Back heel is lifted, front knee pointing towards the middle toes, hips are square, arms up, inhale, exhale, stay here. Soften the toes of your front foot. Even though your arms are extended, your shoulders are relaxed. Don't be so serious over here. Have a little smile, relax the face. Feel the intensity on the muscles. Last full inhale. Exhale, open the arms and point your fingers down as you lean your chest forward on a 45-degree angle. Check your knee before we start moving. Very important that it's not caving in. It's pointing towards the middle toes. Cross your wrists in front of you and then lift your hands all the way up. Open the arms, point them out, and back into a 45-degree angle. Now we do that 4 more times. Inhale, cross the wrist all the way up. Exhale, down into flight. 2 more. You got this. I promise you. Your leg, 1 full off. Last time through. Bring your hands down, take the front foot back, downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, we're gonna open the legs as wide as the mat. Shift your hips side to side, palms are flat, arms are extended. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, shift your gaze towards your hands, and walk your right foot outside of your right leg. Inhale, exhale, bring your left foot outside of your left hand. Lift your chest and look up. Inhale, exhale, lower your hands down. Take your left foot back, and then your right, and transition into downward facing dog. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, shift your gaze to the hands. Inhale, exhale, right leg goes outside your right hand. Exhale, left hand goes outside. Lift your chest and look up. Lower down, step back with your left, step back with your right, downward facing dog. Last time through, bend the knees, step out, lift up, lower, step out to the back, back, downward facing dog. We're almost through. Inhale here, exhale, lower both knees down to the floor, big toes touch, child's pose. Shift your hips side to side, release your chest and your forehead down. Inhale and lift your gaze up towards your hands. We're gonna come up into all fours. Bring the right knee in between the hands. Take the right knee closer to your right wrist. Walk that left leg out straight. Look over your left shoulder. Lift your chest up for pigeon pose. Relax the hips down and breathe. Last breath in. Exhale, transition back into all fours and bring your left knee forward and then bring it closer to your left wrist. Make sure that left foot is comfortably on the floor. Walk the right leg further out, coming down straight over the hip socket. Inhale on the exhale. Release the weight of your upper body down on your hips and breathe. You can stay here or lower down. This should feel very good for the hips, for the lower back, for the glutes. Last inhale. Exhale. Come up if you were down. Shift the weight towards your left outer hip and bring your legs forward. Transition into the lower back. From here, we're gonna lift the legs and extend them out towards the ceiling. Stay here for 3 full breaths. Keep your legs up for a couple more breaths. Fixing my pants can happen. Last breath in. I'm gonna bend the knees and extend the hands out to the side. Let your knees fall towards the left and don't let them touch the floor. Then bring them back to center and towards the right, and then center and towards the left into a windshield wiper motion, working the lateral side of your abdominal wall before we finish class. Last 2. Last 1. Back to center. Let your knees fall to the right and your gaze to the left. And you rest here for 3 full breaths. Relax. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the temperature of your body. Bring the knees back to center. As you exhale, you let them fall to the left and you shift your gaze to the right. Connecting back to your breath, the depth and the length of the breath. Let's bring the knees back to center. Keep your knees bent if you tend to have discomfort on the lower back. If not, extend the legs out for Shavasana pose with the hands by the sides of the body. Inhale deep and slow. Exhale and relax your body on the mat. This is the time we give at the end of practice so the body can receive the benefits of the poses that we practice. A lot of strength poses today. So not only did we work the muscles, but the cardiovascular system as well. Feel your heart pumping the oxygenated blood to your whole body. Now the next time you inhale, we're going to begin to move the fingers and the toes. Bring the right knee towards the chest and then the left knee and hug your knees in very tight. Let your body rock side to side and let it fall to the right side where we will rest on a fetal position for 2 full breaths. There's no rush. Keeping your eyes closed, your attention inward very, very slowly. Come back up into a seated position. Once on a seated position, we want to bring the attention back to the spine, lifting the chest, relaxing the shoulders, hands on top of the knees. I invite you to practice a silent meditation for 3 full breaths. Let's do this together. The next time we inhale, we raise the arms up, palms together towards the center of the chest. Connect back to the intention you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Connect back to all of the effort you put in the class and be proud of yourself. We finish class saying namaste.